Grab your magnifying glass and honestly, maybe a clean pair of underwear because 2026 is turning out to be an absolutely stacked year for detective, mystery, and investigative horror. We are talking everything from piecing together crime scenes in Hollywood to snapping photos of ghosts in an abandoned Japanese village, and even tracking a serial killer while running a cozy farm. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Magic Game World. Today, we are running through 9 of the absolute best new mystery games dropping in 2026. If you are the kind of person who lives for a good plot twist, do me a huge favor, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. Starting off with a massive blast from the past, dropping March 12th, we have a full revival of a horror masterpiece, Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake. If you never played the original back in the day, this is pure Japanese-style horror where you play as twin sisters stranded in an abandoned village crawling with vengeful spirits. Your only weapon? The camera obscura, which lets you capture ghosts by taking their picture. This isn't just a lazy remaster, they rebuilt it from scratch, with reworked character models and incredible lighting. They even added 3D spatial audio, so those whispers you hear over your shoulder are going to feel way too real. Moving from the supernatural back to reality, Confidential Killings has you covered if you want your murder mysteries grounded and gritty. It actually dropped on January 12th, so you can play it right now. This is a mature, true crime mystery set in the heart of Hollywood, where high-profile actors and producers are being murdered in cold blood. You are physically examining crime scenes and hunting for clues, and the character writing is top tier. Just be careful during interrogations, because one wrong move could put your suspect or you in a body bag. Leaving the glitz of Hollywood behind, we are taking a hard left into full-blown cosmic horror with The Sinking City 2. Built on Unreal Engine 5, this survival horror game takes you to a flooded Lovecraftian version of 1920s America. You are balancing a limited inventory and fighting nightmarish creatures, but the real star is the mystery solving. Solving side cases doesn't just give you lore, it actually unlocks new story outcomes and gameplay bonuses. It looks next-gen and feels incredibly eerie as you navigate waterlogged alleys and decaying mansions. If fish monsters aren't your vibe, but you still want something dark and heavy, I Am Ripper should be at the top of your list. This is a fast-paced British thriller set in 1988 during the economic collapse of a small dock town. You step into the shoes of a forensic investigator where every choice ripples through the timeline. The gameplay is super tactile. We have seen sequences where you are physically cutting open stitches to examine evidence. It takes investigation to a whole different level of forensic intensity, where you literally hold the fate of others in your hands. After all that heavy stuff, it is time to lighten the mood with something truly unique. Dropping later this year, The Last Wizard is a hilarious satirical adventure where you play as the world's first Goblin detective. You are investigating a murder where the prime suspect is a wizard, except magic doesn't exist anymore. It's all about pure logic with zero hand-holding. You explore crime scenes and connect the dots based on reasoning rather than spells. If you love Terry Pratchett energy, you definitely need to try the demo that is out right now. If you like relying on your own brain but want something more psychologically twisted, check out The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker 2. This is a full-motion video game where you play as a psychiatrist treating the patients of a recently deceased doctor to solve a double murder. The catch, the killer is randomly chosen every single time you start a new game, so you can't just look up the answer online. You have to ask the right questions and link the answers together yourself, and even your assistant might be the culprit this time around. Buckle up, because this next one is the wildest genre mashup on the list. Grave Seasons is basically Stardew Valley, but with a horrifying twist. One of your neighbors is a serial killer. You are growing crops and fishing by day, but hunting a murderer by night. You have to build trust with the townsfolk to find clues, break into houses to snoop around, and craft items to ward off whatever is stalking the town. It's an unhinged concept that I cannot wait to play, especially since you can actually romance the killer if you're not careful. For a darker, more tactical vibe, Obsidian Moon blends 1930s noir with Lovecraftian mythology. It uses unique card-based mechanics and resource management as you play as a homicide detective haunted by grief. You are running forensic reports and managing your time and money so you don't go broke while chasing a sinister cult. There's a hardcore permadeath mode for the experts, and a noir mode that turns the graphics to pure black and white for that perfect atmosphere. Finally, we're heading back to small-town America for Silver Pines, a love letter to the golden era of survival horror. You play as a private investigator in a nightmare town searching for a vanished musician. It's a Metroidvania-style world with limited inventory and tough monsters, meaning every medkit and bullet matters. As you find better tools, more of this terrifying town opens up, letting you dig deeper into the dark secrets buried in the woods. That's the list. 9 wildly different detective and mystery games coming in 2026. Which one are you most hyped for? Drop a comment below, I want to hear it. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe to Magic Game World for more gaming news and deep dives. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one. Peace.